if you permit me just to simply call you friends, is that okay with you? All protocol observed. I often hear politicians say so. Thank you so much to you, Program Director, Charles, and Professor, for welcoming us. Special thanks to Bishop Sylvester David for welcoming us to this beautiful city. He was a professor of mine, and later on we became colleagues. So, thank you so much. Dear friends and colleagues in the work of justice and of peace, we gather today under the theme of global justice and solidarity, not as a formality, but as a moral necessity. At this moment of global fracture, when inequality widens, debt suffocates, creation groans, and the future of millions of children hangs in the balance, Africa has a prophetic role to play. The G20 presidency of South Africa is not merely a diplomatic opportunity. It is a summons for Africa to raise its moral voice, rooted in our lived reality and our spiritual heritage. We must speak not just with economic data, but with the cries of our people and the ethical agency of our faith. As Pope Francis of venerable memory reminded us in Laudato Si, paragraph 139, I quote, "We are faced not with two separate crises, one environmental and the other social. Rather, with one complex crisis which is both social and environmental," end quote. The ecological devastation we see is mirrored in the breakdown of human solidarity. They are two sides of the same spiritual crisis. And now, with the election of Pope Leo XIV, we are offered renewed encouragement. His very name evokes the courage and conviction of Pope Leo XIII, the pioneer of Catholic social teaching. Pope Leo XIV has already signaled a deep commitment to the Church's mission in Africa, calling for a renewed architecture of solidarity that binds the destiny of nations to the dignity of every person. What does that mean for us gathered here in Cape Town for these 2 days? It means that our symposium must not simply generate discussion. The other speakers have already said so. Instead, it must catalyze moral action. We are called to be bold, to call with one voice for an economy that is centered not on the profits of the few powerful individuals, but on the protection of the poor and our common home, our planet. To push for debt relief not as a handout, but as a matter of justice. To make school meals, education and climate resilience not fringe concerns, but the heart of the G20's agenda. As Pope Francis stated in Fratelli, Tutti, number 168, I quote, "The marketplace by itself cannot resolve every problem. The fragility of world systems in the face of the pandemic has demonstrated that not everything can be resolved by market freedom," end quote. We echo this truth as we call for international frameworks that serve people over profit, community over consumption. So I say this to you, dear friends, today. This is a Kairos moment, a sacred opportunity in history for Africa to lead, for faith communities to step forward with clarity, and for this gathering to become a wellspring of global transformation. Let our voices not be whispers of concern, but trumpets of conscience. Let our vision not be restrained by what is politically convenient, but inspired by what is morally right. Let us carry forward from this city of Cape Town a new covenant of solidarity, binding the dignity of our peoples to the decisions of our elected leaders. May this symposium bear fruits that will endure, and may the spirit of justice guide all our deliberations. Thank you.